Yes, boss. 440 for the world, back in here again once again, dog. Happy to be here, happy to see you guys. It's a live stream, you get what I'm saying? And as requested so heavily, we're gonna be talking about the school shooting that took place in Uvalde, Texas. First of all, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? This is another big situation that's taking place in America. The school shooting that took place, I'm not gonna lie, when I heard about it, because I don't really watch TV like that, so I heard everybody saying, oh, those poor kids, oh, that's so sad. And I'm like, what is everybody talking about? And then it caught me. I was like, oh, damn. Somebody went into a school and like literally 21 people were killed. 19 children and 2 teachers. So when I heard that and I started to dive into the situation a little bit more, once again, rest in peace to all of those people who lost their lives. And the sad part about it is, I'm gonna be so real, when you wake up in the morning, for God to wake you up, that's a blessing, dog. But here's the scary part. Those parents of those children, I'm pretty sure they dropped their kids off or told them that they loved them. But here's the thing. They never knew that they were not going to come back home. You get what I'm saying? As well as those teachers that lost their lives. I'm pretty sure their husbands didn't know that they weren't going to come back home. And that's a scary part about life. You expect that when you leave through your doors, you're going to your job, or you're sending your child to school, or you're a kid going to school, you think that you're okay, everything is gonna be okay. It's cold as hell to find out that you have to be on high alert damn near everywhere you go in life. Think about it. School shootings have been going on for a long time. The biggest one was the Columbine shooting that took place in 1999. I think it was 2 students decided to kill some classmates and a teacher, right? That was a high school, and that's still uncalled for. But here's what made this situation so ugly. This was an elementary school for children. This is the second elementary school shooting. First one that took place was in Connecticut, right? Sandy Shores Elementary School. And I don't even know how to even talk about this, bro, because that's how sick it is. I noticed something. Every school shooting that took place, major school shooting, the biggest one of them all was Virginia Tech. That one was like the most people passed away, and that was at a college campus, right? That happened when I was in high school. I remember it like it was yesterday. So when you hear about an elementary school shooting, it touches a little bit more harder, because these are little kids who haven't experienced life. And if you look at the pictures on the TV of these the kids that lost their life, they look so sweet, innocent, and precious. They didn't experience life yet. Look like they have their whole world ahead of them. One of the kids that lost her life, I think they said she had aspirations to become a lawyer or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, things like that. There are people who, like, when we wake up in the morning, we don't know what's the next second. We don't know if when we get in our car, you get what I'm saying? Or not to think like that, but it's just reality. It is what it is. So in life, when you really think about it, you have to stay prayed up, and you have to make sure you stay as close as you can as possible to God, dog. Because there's been a lot of times in situations, I don't know how I made it through, but I know it was God. This situation, I feel it so much for the parents who lost their kids. And as well as that, I feel it for the parents who have children, because I know a lot of you guys are on high alert. Here's another thing about that. Being on high alert, that adds on to stress, dealing with bills, the daily life. Now you're on high alert to know, dog, when is there gonna be another school shooting? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't look for negativity, I don't think about it, I don't try to push it, but realistically speaking, a lot of these shootings that have happened in the most absurd way, and it deals with somebody who was mentally unstable. And the funny part about it that I really looked into, and I looked this up on Wikipedia to kind of do a little bit of research, and I found something that was so weird. The same killing that happened in Sandy Shores Elementary, listen what I'm about to tell you. The killer, the shooter, whatever you want to call him, he carried out in the same act as the same shooter in this elementary school shooting. He took out the people in his household before he went and did what he had to do at the elementary school. Same set situation here. This shooter, he took out his grandmother, went to school, and that was it, right? And the part about it that's so sick is that they were little innocent kids that didn't do anything to anybody. And I want to show you guys something. That's the way of the world. Think about it logically speaking. Like, open up your ears when I say this. When I say that's the world. A lot of people who do BS or foolishness, they try to go for innocent or weak people. This situation, I'm not gonna lie, dog, that was heart-wrenching, dog. That's sick, bro. To do that to a bunch of little kids that didn't do anything to anybody, have not experienced life, dog. You feel me? That he literally played the devil in that situation. The devil is a thief for joy, dog. Kids bring so much happiness into people's life, right? To know that people have lost their kids. Some of the people who lost children, those are their only kids. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of people on high alert thinking about, why should I even send my child to school? Here's another thing. School for them is canceled for the rest of the year, as they said, right? Go deeper into this. School security, school police, all of that, right? Let's take a step back and sum up everything that we've seen through history on TV, everything, right? Columbine shooting, that was 1999, right? The Virginia Tech shooting, I think, was like 2008 or 2009. Then you have this Sandy Shores Elementary shooting, that was like 2012. Stoneman Douglas, that's a high school. That high school is not far from where I live. You get what I'm saying? That took place not too long ago, right? I think 2015, 2016, 2017, somewhere in that area, right? And then you have another shooting today. Funny part as well too, when I did my research, Sandy Shores Elementary School shooting happened in 2012. It's like a 10-year anniversary. You get what I'm saying? I look at stuff like this because that's kind of weird that another elementary school shooting will pop off in somewhat of a same kind of way in a different type of area. You get what I'm saying? These are little games that happens, and I'm not gonna lie, whether some people want to believe it or not, these are some of the games that the elites play, and it's to push a higher agenda. Gun control, martial law, all of that. You feel me? Because if they can control guns and all of that, think about it. When COVID hit and money was dispersed, they took a stack and tried to see, yo, what is it that people spent their money on? People ain't dumb. A lot of people invested in guns and ammunition because they don't trust the government. You get what I'm saying? So if you look at little situations like this, it puts everybody on high alert for, yo, what is it that's the next move? What should be done? Here's something I noticed. Some people have caught it, but nobody never really sat down and thought about it. If teachers are underpaid, which we know that's bullshit, you feel me? Because a lot of teachers have to put up with kids and being underpaid when they should definitely be one of the highest paid professions out there, right? Teachers are underpaid. Schools get budgets, right? Schools get budgets. If you get a budget What's stopping a school from having like a military trained police or someone there on hand, first response before anything could ever even pop off on hand? They don't have that, but the school has budget. You get what I'm saying? Go deeper into this. If you really look into certain situations of life or how chess is played, before anybody want to even bust a move to even do something, they have to scope out, think about the situation, to plan what's the setting like. In my honest opinion, if that school, and I'm not trying to go into it because the damage has been done, if that school would have already had certain police in place from the jump, patrolling inside the school, around the school, through hallways, all of that stuff, something like that, chances are it probably would have never really happened. Here's another thing. He's a high school dropout. 18, they say he's about 18 years old, just turned 18, right? I know kids can get money in different ways, but dog, where did you get the money from to purchase a gun like that, dog? A gun like that isn't cheap, bruh. And then rounds, that's gonna cost you some money as well. You feel me? You have to understand that certain things, when I say it's staged or I feel like certain things are planned for a higher purpose, I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Call it weird, but one day I remember, it was a while back, I was on Craigslist. I used to always go on Craigslist as a kid. You feel me? Like when I was in college. And I'd always be looking for different stuff to sell, or I look for jobs on there. I got jobs off of Craigslist. One of the weirdest things stuck out to me, right? I seen a job offering for a state, like a crisis actor. No cap, no, right hand to God. I seen a posting, like literally it said 200 a day crisis actor. And I think it was listed for Texas or something like that, right? I was like, why in the hell, who in the hell has crisis actor? That's so friggin' weird. And believe it or not, you could go on Craigslist and find just about every and anything on there. So when I seen that, I looked at it, I was like, dog, this can't be real. Show you what was so funny about that. I don't know how long after or when, but I seen that they had what was that mass rally shooting that took place in Texas, or like it's some form of a protest where like they said it was a sniper on a roof or something. I was like, dog, I wonder if it was for that event. You feel me? Because they do things like this, and if you pay attention, some of these people who are in crises or in the crisis, they're actors. They're crisis actors. They're paid. So they're in there and they play a certain part while taking innocent people's life for a staged event that has a higher level meaning and agenda. Now, back into this whole school shooting situation, right? This is going to scar a lot of parents, and it's going to put fear in a lot of people's hearts. Now, I'm going to explain fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. But what you see on the TV is absolute. Some of it is real, some of it isn't. That event was real. People really lost their lives. Here's the sad part about this. People are going to be put on even more of a high alert, like I said before, because of the fact that kids lost their lives. And it happened randomly when they sent their kids to school. Didn't expect, yo, they'll get a phone call, yo, this elementary school is under lockdown for a school shooter. What? My child goes there. That would literally make any parent's heart drop from their chest straight to their ass, bro. Because that's a scary feeling. To know that that's your little offspring, or that's your child, your niece, your nephew, whatever the case may be, a cousin. Everybody has some form of a infant or a child in their family. You get what I'm saying? So that touches close to home, so everybody can feel that. And here's my honest opinion on a whole nother angle. If you're a parent and this is hard, I can't speak for anybody. You feel me? Cannot speak for anybody. I cannot say certain things because I'm not a parent and I don't know what people's financial situation is, because life is hard. In my honest opinion, knowing the way of the world, how the world is, you have kids going missing, bro. This is another topic. People, I don't know if people really caught on to this, but I noticed since Biden has been in office, there's been way more kids who have gone or come up missing. You get what I'm saying? A lot of kids come up missing, a lot of kids dying. You see this mass shooting that takes place. Now that this mass shooting has taken place, you may feel like, yo, what am I gonna do about my child? Where are they gonna go? If you can't afford to homeschool your child, I'm gonna be real with you. You need to do something as to where you know your child will be fully safe, protected. Talk with your kid about safe zones, safety procedures, whatever the case may be. Give your kid a cell phone if they don't have one. You get what I'm saying? But in situations like this, it's kind of hard to kind of attack an angle on what would be best for someone to do, because everybody raises their child different. But I can tell you this though, that situations like this being very real, and that it can happen to anybody at any given day, any given moment, you have to be prepared at all times for this. Whether it be you say, yo, well, my child goes to school here, this school here has security. Here's another thing as well. If you're a parent, here's another way you can let your voice be heard. They have a lot of these schools who have like a committee where parents can join. If I was a parent, I'd be on a committee board to push strongly to get some form of secured forces around the school that help protect the children, because that's BS. If a school gets a budget and the budget requires books and all of these things in education, there should be something in there for school armed forces. Even deeper than that, police divisions that secure certain areas. Like example, where I live at in Florida, I would live in Broward. In certain areas, BSO takes over, Broward Sheriff Office. In that situation, I don't know if they have a sheriff office or it's like a county or whatever the case may be. There should be some form of police divisions that have certain officers patrolling certain schools around the clock, because that's something that's so crucial and detrimental, to know that you can send your child off to school and anything can be anything. Give you an example, right? When I was in middle school, there was an incident that took place where I think it was like a shootout took place at the middle school, the park by the middle school. And then a note was left there saying that they're gonna come back and they're gonna shoot up and blow up the school and all of that, right? Somebody found that note and brought it up to the teacher's attention, right? To a teacher, and then teacher gave that to like a principal. When I heard that situation, I was like, dog. I was like, yo, what am I gonna do if something like that was supposed to really happen? You get what I'm saying? And in all honesty, when the next day came, the only thing I could ever think of was, dog, if I can hide somewhere, I'ma hide. If I can run and go catch the metro bus, I'ma run. But in reality, when bullets are around and somebody reckless is holding a gun, dog, it's not really much that can be said but preventing the situations from happening, which is having somebody on hand at a school to help prevent those type of things. It's too much wild, reckless stuff going on in the world. It's a mad, mad world that we live in. A lot of sick people in this world. He didn't have a heart or a conscience for anybody. He was definitely mentally unstable. You can see it, all of that. For somebody to go ahead and take a gun, right? Whether you purchase it for safety or not, but it looked like his intent was to go ahead, take that to somewhere, wherever the case may be, and have just let it rip. You feel me? Here's another sad piece of detail, because I've been watching all different type of angles to figure out answers and put it out there so everybody can understand it in different kinds of ways. This shooter came out, a kid who survived, said this on the news. The shooter said to the little children that it's time to die. For somebody to let words like that fly out in that very set order, it's time to die, you don't have a soul or a heart, a conscience, a being, whatever it is, you don't have none of that on the inside. Because if you can sit there and say that blatantly to a bunch of little kids and then let it rip, you don't care about anybody. That's coward-like. You get what I'm saying? To take somebody else down with you, whether it, and this is another thing, it's an underlying reason underneath all of this stuff. When I say innocent people get attacked and certain people who have problems, they take it out on innocent people, it goes in different ways aside from school shootings. If you have a problem and you're mentally unstable, don't try to take that out on the next person, bro. You feel me? Certain people don't deserve certain things. Some people are just innocent bystanders. Here's another thing. School shootings have been going on for years now, bro. Years. And it doesn't look like it's aiming to stop. School shootings happen for different reasons. I think one happened last year when a kid got bullied or something at school and he took his gun and he shot another student. That don't accept it, but that's another reason. Little dumb stuff. Bullying somebody else or somebody being mentally unstable. You have to understand that the world that we live in today is not like the world 20, 30, 40 years ago. The world is more turned up now. A lot of drugs is out here. A lot of people are on a reckless demon-like behavior and they don't care about the next person. There are a lot of people in their mind that are lost, sad, and stuck. You get what I'm saying? And they do the most unfathomable things and you can't even understand, yo, why in the hell would you do something like that? Some people are sick. They need to be evaluated, dog. For you to really go and do something like that, there's no describing that. There's no describing that. There's some kid, the face I seen on some of them kids, you can see the future on them. Like they have a bright, like you can see they got a bright spark for life. You can see it in their face and that's gone now, bro. That's parents who got to deal with that hurt now. You feel me? Certain things like this, it make people like me who don't have kids think about it like, dog, I don't even want kids, bruh. I fear for my little niece and nephews that go to school, dog. Because it's a lot of reckless people out here in the world and they don't care. Another example of being reckless on top of all of this, even though it strays away from the shooting, it still shows the reckless behavior in people, right? A girl got killed in New York because she refused to talk to a dude or give him the number or whatever the case may be. That just goes to show you. When I heard that, I was like, dog, this is a sick world for real. It's a lot of mentally unstable people in this world. They're completely out of whack in their mind, dog. Elevator don't go all the way up to the top floor, bro. None of that, bro. None of that. And you think about it, it makes you have to play chess as a parent. How am I going to take care of this situation for my child? Or what is it that I'm going to do? Or you get what I'm saying? Because here's another thing, dog, that I skipped out and I don't want to miss out on this. As a parent, if you have a child, get closer to your child. Talk with your child. Talk with them about what it is that they see in school, how they feel with school, and not tell them how do you feel, like do you feel like you want to drop out? None of that shit. Like what's going on in school. Sometimes you have to go a little bit extra and above and beyond as a parent, because you're not only living life for yourself, but you got a little one behind you or some little ones, whatever your situation is. You got to make sure that they know at all times, look, as much as mommy or daddy work hard, I know that they love me and they listen, they understand, they see and they feel what I feel. They want better for me and they want to understand and know that I'm okay. Sometimes that's all it is that a kid want to know, bro. That you love them and that you really care for them and that certain things really mean. You get what I'm saying? Because some kids, when they go to school, you don't know what they go through. You feel me? Whether it's being bullied, whether it's being traumatized from events like this. There's school, like I literally went on Wikipedia and I was so shocked when I typed it on Google. I was like, list of school shootings. Bro, I scrolled past like over 50 shootings, yo. And the crazy part about it is there's some shootings that just don't make it all across like national waves like that across the news. But of course something like this would make it because it's involving children, dog. You can't touch children, dog. Children didn't do anything to anybody. They're innocent as hell, dog. They ain't see, experience, understand what life is, no, none of that. And somebody came and feel like, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and take your life from you. That's coward as hell, bro. To every parent out there, anybody who has a young child in their family, make sure you love them and you hold them, you talk to them and you let them know how much. You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this. There's a lot of kids that when they go to school, they feel depressed and lost and stuck. Look at what the media is doing. There's a lot of these young kids out here who feel so depressed because it's like, I don't have such and such by a certain age. I feel lost. I don't know what it is that I'm going to do. You get what I'm saying? So, in the life that we live, it's very important for us to understand and remember that we are all people. Some people go through it a little bit more than the next person, but we still have to remain grateful and be thankful for the things that we have in life. Because there's some people that are really unstable and it's like the walls are closing in on them. And they see it as there's no other option but to take myself out and take some other people with me. And that's the wrong state of mind to be in. Make sure that as parents or whatever the case may be, whoever you are, if you have kids in your family, you go the extra mile and make sure that they're okay, bro. Because the world is getting colder and colder. You get what I'm saying? Now's not the time to stay dangerous and all of that. Now's the time to stay safe and be prayed up. Get closer to God, talk with God. You get what I'm saying? Pray. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that's going on in the world. And there's a lot of things that a lot of issues that we face as a people that we don't get out. And we harbor it and we inhabit it and we take it out on other people. Example, look at me. I could have held a lot of things on the inside with my mom, but it's like now I notice things are getting better because I vent it out, I let it out. YouTube is here for that. Like me expressing my story helped me vent in so much ways as I'm waiting on certain things to fall through so I can get in line with my whole little therapy sessions and all of that. You feel me? I ain't gonna go off the deep end and do no wild shit, but it makes you sit down and think, what do people seriously go through to make them want to carry out an act like this? And here's another angle I'm gonna go ahead and blame it on too. Whether somebody wants to believe it or not, the music that's being put out here today is very violent, very yellow tape, white chalk worthy. You get what I'm saying? The music that's being pushed nowadays is so gory, bloody, and violent that it's like it's a trick to get people to take out and kill themselves. Look at Chicago and rap. Chicago and rap has done a number of things, and to the point where Jacksonville is looking like the new Chicago. You get what I'm saying? Music is so influential, and the main thing I can really say and take from all of this is that with a lot of the killing that's taking place today, it's a lot of the young guys that's doing it. A lot of the younger ones. And if it is somebody that's older, I don't know what it is that they're going through, but I kind of understand that it's a lot of the younger guys that's doing it. For what reason? To get on, get a name, I don't know. But it's not cool. If you're a person out there that you may be going through something and you don't have anybody to talk to, bro, you can shoot me an email, dog. You get what I'm saying? I'm working on my whole numbers on prices and all of that stuff. But if it's that serious, dog, like, Yes, seek help, seriously, dog. But if it's something that I can say a word and talk with you, bro, that's nothing, dog. You feel me? Shoot me an email, dog. With that being said, want to tell you guys how much I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the week. You ain't worked too hard. It's the weekend, dog. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I'm here in South Florida, so I'm not gonna be out and about on no craziness in South Beach, because South Beach always have some form of a shooting that take place. So I'll be under the radar, just cooling, coasting, cruising. But I want to let you guys know something, man. It's 444 the world, man. Make sure you guys remember this, dog. Words can help you and they can hurt you, but here on my channel I use them to uplift you, because everybody is a champion. Remember this, man. Stay prayed up, stay close to God. Hug your kids, and every chance you get, tell them you love them. You feel me? Because the world is getting closer, is getting colder, and a lot of people, they don't care about the next person. You know what I'm saying? You guys are very special to me, and I want to see everybody on here win. Everybody prosper and make it to wherever it is that you want to go in life. All right? Love you guys. Take care. Enjoy the weekend.